Good morning, racquetball fans. We are here at the 2014 Alamo City Open in San Antonio, Texas, getting ready for our first quarterfinal of the match here this morning at the YMCA Thousand Oaks. Our match today is between David Bobby Horn, who's ranked number 3, and Jaime Martel, who's ranked number 6. This will be a really exciting match. Both players had a really wicked evening last night. So I'm Laura McCormick here getting ready to get it started. Sitting with me this morning is Kobe Owasa. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for joining.
So it's going to be a great match this morning. I think we're going to take a couple minutes to get to know the players down on the court. Last night, these two had some really intense matches, so we're going to take a look at what happened and get them ready for their match here this morning.
Test.
Okay. Good morning, San Antonio. We're ready here with the quarterfinals. Let's meet our players this morning. We have number 6 seeded Jaime Martel of Chihuahua, Mexico. Jaime turned pro in 2011. He's age 22 and he sits at 5'8". Let's meet our second player, David Bobby Horn, ranked number 3 here on the tour this weekend from Stockton, California. Age 25, turned pro in 2009 and is 6 foot. Okay, racquetball fans, we have our ref getting our players ready here on the court. We have Jaime Martel of Chihuahua, Mexico, against David Bobby Horn of Stockton, California. Now, Kobe, we were talking earlier about the tough matches that these players faced yesterday. Let's fill our fans in a little bit. We had Jaime Martel playing against Danny Lavely. That was a pretty heated match, also going to a tiebreaker. There was a little bit of discrepancy between the ref. Things got really heated, but Jaime managed to pull it out and push himself here to the quarterfinals. And then looking at David Bobby Horn, last night he faced San Antonio local Chase Robinson, and just an incredible match, one of the later matches of the evening. Game 1, Bobby lost 15-8. He came back in Game 2 at 14-1 to win 15-14. And then again winning Game 3, 11-9. 11-5. Just an incredible night of racquetball. Can you talk a little bit, Kobe, about, what's that like? How do you come back from 114 in a deficit like that?
Well, that's one of Bobby's strengths, is his ability to handle pressure. A lot of players might fold under that, but Bobby almost embraces it, and he just lives off it. Makes him feel at home almost. And then he just comes back firing, and all of a sudden people start focusing on the outcome, wondering how he's coming back, wondering why he's not folding. And pretty soon they're under pressure while Bobby's just freely swinging away.
0-0.
Yeah, I mean, just incredible that both these players ended up in tiebreakers last night, and they're here opening the matches this morning. Let's take a look at the court. These guys are ready to go.
Good
Jaime Martel, starting out with a point.
1-0. Side out.
Side out for Bobby Horn.
0-1.
They're both relatively fast players.
Good morning, ladies and
Game
gentlemen.
of
I'd like
speed.
to welcome you to the Alamo City Open on court number 4. We've got our
Okay,
first
so far, side out
quarterfinal of
after
the day.
side out. Pretty evenly matched.
Bobby starting off with lobsters, where yesterday he was going for the drive server at the beginning.
Looks like we'll get a second serve.
Second serve.
Got a good frame shot there. Worked for him.
And what was Jaime
2-7-0.
holding his hand up there for, you think?
As an apology, because it's something he didn't mean to do, but it worked out in his favor.
Ball down.
Good shot.
0-2. Side out.
All right, so far a pretty evenly matched quarterfinal here this
2-0.
morning. Now I'm curious, one of the things that I know can be tough for these players is that first morning game. I mean, what's that like playing, you know, kind of opening the tournament here?
Well, especially for Bobby,
Second serve.
because he came back to the hotel so late, because he was one of the later matches, almost till midnight, and then having to wake up early, and having all that adrenaline rush, it's pretty hard to sleep. But he's here. He looks energetic, and he's managing pretty well from what it looks like from out here.
Side out.
Side out and
2-0.
side out. Score is 2 serving 0.
Jaime's on the aggression.
Yeah, wow, that looks like
3-0.
that'll be another point for Jaime. 3-0 here in our first quarterfinal of the day.
Second serve. Side out.
First double fault.
That's tough. We don't see that too often.
0 serving 3. One 3. Second serve.
Now, I think this is an unusual serve that we don't see very often on the tour. But it's something that I think I've really only seen Bobby do. Is that reverse serve?
Yeah, not many players hit the backhand Z serve, but it's kind of like to impersonate a lefty.
Okay.
Because when you hit it with your backhand, it's almost like a lefty's hitting the Z serve, whereas a forehand would have a different type of spin if you're a righty.
So it's to throw the receiver
One
off a little
serving
bit,
3.
give him a different look.
Yes, it
Yeah,
changes
3-1.
to what people are not used to seeing.
Point.
Now, as we learned last night, and I mean, we've seen this from
4
Bobby a
serving 1.
lot, anything can happen for Bobby. I mean, he came back last night from a 13-point deficit, so
Yeah,
really.
Point.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, but Bobby, like I said, Bobby lives off that pressure, and for some reason he's been struggling with having a good start, but he can seem to pull it out at the end.
Yeah.
Six 1.
6-1. Jaime with a 5-point lead here in game 1.
Short.
Being very kind to each other.
Yeah, right? Keeping it pretty friendly, huh? And still competitive.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Bobby has to bring him back farther. Jaime's in his hitting zone right down the middle.
All right, looks like this is our first time out here of the quarterfinals. We're going to go ahead and go to commercials. Stick around, we'll be right back. In the action here in game 1.
Great rally, ending with Jaime.
8 serving 1.
Good forehand cross court.
Jaime in a good position right now at 8 serving 1.
It's not the first time Bobby's been down this far.
Exactly. You never know. He can come back from 14-1. I'm sorry, 114.
Second serve.
But I think Jaime's mental game is pretty strong. You know, judging from his match last night against Danny Lavely, where he managed to hold on and battle it out in 3. He losing the first game 10-15, coming back in the second to win 15-14, and then take the tiebreaker at 11-9.
Yeah, Jaime works hard, never gives up.
10 serving 1.
Keeps a lot of pressure on his opponent all the time. And if they fold, then Jaime will take it. Bobby's first sign of frustration.
11-1.
Yeah, he looks pretty worked up right now.
Second timeout.
Looks like Bobby's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a moment to thank the sponsors. So take a look at who made this tournament possible this weekend.
How are we doing this morning, guys? Ladies down.
The 2014 Alamo City Open presented by the World Racquetball Tour and Gearbox Racquetball. This tournament made possible by the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, Splathead, Alamo City Racquetball Association, and OHE Painting and Wall Covering.
Well, special thank you to all our sponsors for making this tournament possible here this weekend. We also have Rafa Filippini here getting the crowd going on the floor, trying to wake everybody up here as we're in our first quarterfinal here this morning. Okay, we have Bobby talking to the ref a little bit. But, you know, the one thing I have to say about Bobby is he always has a smile on his face, and he keeps it pretty friendly. That was one thing we saw last night. The crowd was definitely a San Antonio Chase Robinson favor, and Bobby managed to work them into cheering for him as well, which was nice. I mean, they love Bobby, but...
Yeah, Bobby talks to the crowd in his timeouts.
He does.
Keeps them alive. Bobby's struggling with his backhand right now. Jaime's attacking it with his drive serve, which is what he needs to be
14
doing.
serving 1.
Excellent. This is game point for Jaime Martel here in game 1 of our quarterfinals this morning.
Second serve.
Looks like we'll get a second serve.
Jaime's still going for the backhand.
Side out.
Looks like a skip. Is that my right terminology, Kobe?
Correct.
All
Skip
right.
it is.
Okay, well, here's Bobby's chance for a comeback. Ooh.
Second serve screen.
All right, ref
Delayed
calling
call.
a screen serve. Yeah, that does seem delayed. Here we go, Bobby with his reverse serve there. All right, that's going to be a big side out for Jaime.
14 serving 1.
Switch up.
Short. Second serve.
Looks like that'll be a second serve for Jaime. This is his second game point of the game here. Ooh.
Side
All
out.
right, that's going to be a side out for Bobby.
Bobby's
Holding
keeping the ball
on.
alive. Yep.
114.
Holding on at 114. I think he's hungry for a win here.
Smart shot.
Ooh. Tough. Looks like Jaime was looking for 2
14-1.
bounces there, but the side out goes in his favor. We'll stop for a shoe tie. So a win here this weekend for Jaime would be his second semifinal appearance. His first one was in Matamoros last year.
1 serving 14.
All right, looks like Bobby's back in the service box.
We've seen this score before.
Couple hours ago, it feels like. All right,
Side
with
out.
another nice side out for Jaime. Here he goes, serving now his third game point in game 1.
Serving 1. Second serve.
All right, let's see if he can seal it here on the second serve. Wow.
Good shot.
Side
Nice
out.
placement from Bobby, really making Jaime move around the court there. Bobby will go for a second serve as well.
Two.
All right, that's going to be another point here for Bobby, making the score
2-14.
2-14.
Jaime's
Point.
starting to miss a few of his setups that he's been making to get to that 14th point, but he's struggling
3-14.
to finish the game off or even get his serve back.
Nice effort from Jaime. Looks like that's going to make it 4-14 here for David Bobby Horn.
4 serving
And
14.
as we've been talking about, we've seen this before. Last night, Bobby came back from 114, so it's not over yet for Jaime. Nice shot from Jaime. Let's see if he can capitalize
Timeout.
that on his serve
Timeout.
now. He's
Timeout.
going to take a
4 serving
timeout.
14.
So, Kobe, you know, as a player, what's kind of the strategy? You take the timeout here hoping to do what? Throw him off his game?
Well, Jaime's been at 14 for quite a few side outs now, and he's been struggling to get that last point to finish it off. So right now he's trying to slow the momentum of Bob because he did take a few points, and now he wants to find a way to capitalize. What's been working, he's going to think, what do I need to do? How am I going to do it? And he's going to go in there and try to get it done. Bobby's right now feeling some momentum as he did come back, and he's going to try and not let it stop from this timeout.
Yeah, I'd love to know what these players are thinking right now. I mean, you know, I'm sure Jaime knows that Bobby can come back from anything. Bobby's focusing right now. In the past, you know, when Bobby's played this first morning match of a quarterfinal, it takes him a little while to get warmed up. So
Yeah, he's been a slow starter for a few of these matches,
Yeah.
but he's somehow managed, and that's why he's up there in the ranks.
exactly. Seeded number 3 and ranked number 4 on the tour with the WRT. And like I like to say, anything can happen on the WRT. So it looks like we got Jaime Martel back in the service box with his 4th game point serve right
Time
here in game
14
1.
serving 4.
Bobby riding his momentum still.
4 serving 14.
Looks like that timeout did not go in favor of Martel.
Side out.
Another side out. Now that's got to be something frustrating. I mean, I see it so often at these events. You know, you can get the side out and you can't get the point. I mean, that's just got to drive you a little nuts, huh?
It does. You can have everything go in your favor, yet you can't do the one point that you need. But he
Well,
found it.
Yep, there it is. That's going to mean game 1 goes to Jaime Martel. Final score on that, 15-4. We're going to send this into game 2 with Jaime Martel up 1 game right now. Let's see these guys refocus and come back. Stick around. We'll be right back. you racquetball fans watching at home, you just saw our sneak peek at our next event coming up in January 16th to the 18th. We will be at the 2015 Sonora Open in Hermosillo, Mexico. So make sure you join us for that. We'll post the details of that event on our Facebook events page. Find out how you can sign up or tune in, whatever your preference. So these guys are ready to go here in game 2. We're going to have David Bobby Horn start serving. Jaime Martel taking game 1, 15-4. Let's take a look.
Point.
All right, Bobby opening strong with a point.
Well, he did start his momentum in near the end of the first game, which is he's trying to ride right now in the second game.
2-0.
All right, Bobby looking pretty comfortable there.
Right now, yep. Jaime was definitely struggling near the end, starting to skip some of the few that he
Second
wasn't
serve.
at the beginning, and I think we're going to start seeing that here.
Wow, nice setup there from Jaime. Tough for Bobby to get in that corner. I think one thing that we've seen is, and Martell talked about too, was how much his game has changed and improved, over the last couple months. And I know he's been touring with on the Gearbox bus with the WRT for the last couple months, I believe, since August in San Luis. So at the end of this weekend, he'll get to go home after 4 months on the road.
Yeah.
A point there for Jaime Martel. Looks like they're conferring with the ref here.
I think he wants a wet ball serve.
Bobby's looking for a wet ball.
I think so. I think he thought it skid. Yeah, and they're checking for a wet ball.
All right, looks like they're checking for a wet ball.
1 serving 2.
And that's a point.
Point anyway. Good shot.
Side
Jaime's
out.
serve is hitting the sidewall in the back, so it's coming out away from the sidewall and allowing for an easy shot for Bobby.
Ooh,
Hold up, hold up.
nice get there by Jaime. I guess he's
Replay.
looking for a hinder.
Replay.
And he got it.
All right.
2 serving 1.
So score is 2-1.
Good serve.
Point.
All right, that's going to bring us back to 3-1. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Uh-oh.
Replay.
All right, that'll be a replay. Collision you don't see too often here on the court.
Yeah. Bobby went for the behind the back as the last resort and
3 serving 1.
ran into Jaime at the.
The score is 3-1 here in game 2. Ooh.
Good shot. Good get.
Point.
All right. These rallies are starting to heat up, huh,
Yeah.
Kobe?
Starting to get
4
quick,
serving
and
1.
Bobby's starting to shoot better.
Yeah, Bobby's looking much more comfortable out there now. I guess he's fully awake.
Point.
Jaime's not too happy that his shot's coming down the middle a little more and lost a little bit of his
5
precision.
serving 1.
Jaime getting pretty frustrated right now. Score is 5-1. Jaime taking game 1, 15-4.
Second serve.
And this is a little different game 2 here. Jaime down.
A big difference I find is that Bobby's finally getting his first serve in, where in the first game he struggled getting it to the back end. And when he gets it in, he gets more weak returns from Jaime.
Point.
Bobby on a bit of a run now, right now, at least 3 points in a row.
6
Maybe
serving 1.
maybe 4. right, that's going to be a big side out here for Jaime. That's what he was looking for. He's going to take a timeout. See if he can reset his head.
Yeah.
Looks like Bobby's ready. Jaime's ready.
We'll see if this timeout works.
Yeah.
Wants to stop the momentum and gain some of his own.
Gain some control here. That's what Jaime was talking about in last night's match. A little bit of control and mental strength. So we know he's been exercising that here at the tournament.
Definitely needed.
All right, looks like the timeout worked for him. That's going to make it 2 serving 6.
Point.
Jaime's drive serve to Bobby's backhand is what he needs the most right here, as he has scored most of his points off that serve. Now if he could just mix up one down the right, so Bobby can't keep on jumping on that, and make that serve much more effective.
Side out.
Good
All
shot.
right. Side out for Bobby. I feel like there's a name for that shot that I'm not getting. Is that like a
6, 7,
pinch
3.
when it does that? Or no, I'm off.
It's kind of hard to say. I think Bobby wanted to go for a down the line, but ended up getting the crack.
Okay.
So there is no real name for that shot.
No cool name? All right, I was off.
We can create one.
I like that.
3,
All right, that's the
6.
side out there for Jaime.
Short, second serve. Replay.
All right, looking for the replay there. Getting a little tangled up in
3
the
serving
middle.
6.
Good sportsmanship from both players. Admitting to it and going for the replay.
Side out.
That's what Jaime can't have happen, is hit the floor and then the sidewall. It has to go straight,
6
or
serving 3.
sidewall it directly into Bobby.
All right, that didn't work out for Bobby. But again, we're starting to really see some intense rallies here in game 2.
3 serving 6.
Martell down by 3 in game 2 after winning game 1 15-4. Another unforced error there from Bobby Horn.
Bobby's
4
struggling with
serving
his
6.
backhand today. A lot more skips than normal, especially for the side he feels more comfortable on. There it is, the serve to the forehand. Yeah.
Nice shot selection from Jaime.
Now, if Jaime serves this to the backhand, it'll be
5
that much
serving
better.
6.
Very nice.
Side out.
That'll be a side out for Bobby.
6 serving 5.
Good down the line.
Nice placement from Bobby. Jaime just couldn't get there.
For as fast as Jaime is, yeah, it's a great shot if he can't get it.
7 serving 5.
That's going to make the score 7-5 as we advance here in game 2.
Screen, short.
That'll be a screen serve.
Ball down.
Nice
5
shot from
serving
Jaime
7.
Martel. Another shot.
That's Jaime's corner.
6 serving 7.
It's working for him. Puts him within 1 point here of tying it up with Horn in game 2. 6-7.
Point.
All right, Jaime on a roll right now, tying it up at 7-7.
Jaime's hitting great serves, which is making Bobby struggle at
7,
hitting a
7.
decent shot where it's not down the center. He wants to go cross court or a good down the line, but for some reason he's just unable to keep it out of the middle like that.
Point.
All
And
right,
it's gonna
this puts Jaime in the lead
8,
for,
7,
I
7.
believe, the first time here in game 2. Score is 8-7. Looks like Horn's going to take a timeout, see if he can refocus his mental game here.
yeah,
These guys are ready to go.
8,
We
7,
have
7.
Jaime in the lead for the first time here in game 2, 8-7.
Short, short. Second serve.
Be a short serve. Looks like Jaime is going to fess up to that.
good get.
All right, nice there for Jaime. That'll put him up 2-9-7. Looks like maybe the court's getting a little wet, starting to catch up with us here this morning. So Kobe, how important is it to really take your time and collect
9,
your
serving
focus there a
7.
little bit? You got Bobby wiping down the court, Jaime staying focused. What's that like?
Well, even before that, Bobby took the full length of his timeout and even maybe a little longer because he waited for the ref to tell him to get back in the court. Then he even talked to the ref a little longer. He's just trying to slow Jaime down, his momentum. And then when Jaime is getting points like that, those little water breaks where someone dives and they have to go clean the court, those can really slow down someone's momentum and allow the person to find something that they can get on, to find a way to get themselves back in the moment, get themselves back in the game, and take a few points back. But Jaime is staying strong. His mental game is tough, and he keeps on digging and getting points.
Nice placement from Jaime. Very smart shot there. Work in the other corner now, huh?
Bobby taking a
11,
second
7,
timeout,
timeout.
right back to back.
Bobby going for a timeout, and it is very interesting to see what a big element, taking your timeouts and placing your pauses there can really affect the mental game here. We have Jaime up 11-7 here in game 2 of our first quarterfinal. Don't forget, our 2015 season will kick off in January in Hermosillo, Mexico at the Sonora Open. That will be January 16th to the 18th. Of course, we'll be broadcasting live. Be sure to check out R2 Sports and our Facebook event page for details on that tournament. For those of you interested in signing up, that's where you'll find the info. And you can join us in Mexico in person or on the broadcast. All right, Horn joining us again on the court. And I mentioned this earlier, but if Jaime Martel takes
11
game
serving
2
7.
and continues on to the semifinals tonight, this will be his second semifinal appearance here with the WRT, his first being in Matamoros.
Skip.
All right, looks like that worked in Horn's favor. He gets the side out.
7 serving 11.
Wow, that
Side
was
out.
pretty smart placement, I think, from Jaime, keeping Bobby moving. Although Bobby is one of the more conditioned players
11
here on
serving
tour.
7.
Bobby's demeanor seems a little bit different, though. Jaime's seems very focused, ready, but almost Bobby seems kind of defeated
Short,
before the
short,
match
second
is even
serve.
finished. When he loses a point, he looks very weak, you could say. And he needs to stay strong. He needs to work as hard as he can. every point, get every ball, and make sure Jaime feels that he has to earn every single point. No freebies in this game.
Ball down.
Great analyzation, Kobe. Looks like that's ball down for Bobby, and it is interesting to see how that physicalness also plays into another element of the game here.
Even when
Side
he
out.
wins the point, it doesn't look like he's energized by it. He almost still seems like he's a little bit defeated. Now, I think if he gets a few points and starts seeing that he can take this game, his demeanor will change. Great
Ooh.
shot.
Nice placement by Horn. Corner to corner. Maybe we'll start to see some of that confidence coming back here. And, you know, I know
8-7-12.
one thing that Bobby was concerned about, because we were all here late last night when he took us to the tiebreaker in his match against Chase Robinson, was, you know, really keeping energized for today. Full day of racquetball, singles and doubles. Nice.
Side
That's
out.
what
Nice
hard work
rally.
does for you. It gives you a free point that you wouldn't normally get if you didn't try that extra little dive for that next ball.
Great effort
12
from Jaime
serving 8.
Martel, winning that rally. Serving here, score is 12, serving 8.
Short.
Nice shot from Jaime Martel.
13 serving
That's
8.
going to give him another point, 13-8, 2 away from taking this match and pushing through to the semifinals.
Great shot.
Wow. Nice little rally there. Bobby looking comfortable with his placement, and Jaime just going all out.
Take a mini timeout.
Looks like they're going to wipe down the floor, looking for a towel. Like we said, things are heating up out there. It's getting wet on the court. This has been a really exciting match so far here between Bobby Horn and Jaime Martel. I'm sure this is a very exciting way for Jaime to end his tour here. He's, like I said, he's been touring since August on the Gearbox bus, hitting all these WRT spots. I know he's anxious and looking forward to getting home. I'm sure getting some home-cooked food, being back in his home city again.
He also wants to come home with some good news, so
Yeah,
I'm sure this will be nice for his family if he does take this win.
exactly.
Like we said before,
Phew.
Bobby is never out.
Anything can happen. Bobby, known for his comeback in the service box right now. Anything can happen here on the WRT. Let's see.
Ooh.
Point.
Unusual miss.
It's going to be a point for Bobby. 9-13.
Side out.
All right, this glass and corner's giving these guys some trouble here after that wet court stop.
2 unusual misses from them, yeah.
All right, well, at least they
13-39.
balanced each other out, right? They
Yeah.
canceled it out. It didn't happen.
Short, second serve.
All right, that
Little-
was a short serve. Little delayed from the ref, but he's on top of it.
He's on there.
13 serving 9, second serve.
Good gets.
Hold up, replay.
Oh, it looks like they're going to get a replay. Bobby looking frustrated. What's your thought, Kobe? I heard a little groan there.
I would have called it avoidable because Jaime did hit it back to himself. And they're both up front. Bobby didn't have to do much to kill the ball or win the point from there. But ref made his call and ref's final.
Yep, looks like ref's explaining to Bobby. Still in good spirits. Jaime's going to take a timeout here. And he's ready to go here. 13-9.
I believe that's his second serve.
Yeah, I think he broke it on the first.
Bobby's still struggling with that backhand.
Bobby
14
grabbing his
serve 9.
hamstring a little bit there too. All right, this is the first match point for Jaime Martel here in our first quarterfinal of the day.
Good rally.
Tense rally. All right, nice soft touch there
Side
from
out.
Bobby Horn.
Bobby even said, come on there. Feeling it now.
9 serve
Yeah,
14.
psyching himself up.
He lives for the pressure.
Yeah, he likes to do this right here at 14, huh? All right,
Side out.
nice shot from Jaime, pumping himself up there too.
Yeah. They both want it.
This is going to be Jaime's second match point serve here.
My guess is he'll go for the backhand serve.
All right, that means Jaime Martel is the winner of this quarterfinal match here today. Final score 15-9. That's going to push Jaime through to the semifinals, his second semifinal appearance since Matamoros. Congratulations to Jaime Martel. So just to recap there, game 1, 15-4, game 2, 15-9. Pushing Jaime Martel through to the semifinals where he will play the winner of our next match between Alejandro Bam Bam Almada and Jake Brudenbeck. So stick around. We have more racquetball for you guys to come. Jaime Martel will face the winner of this next match.